Okay, welcome to our electrical repair cafe repair event day. We're just going to do a few basic safety checks of an electrical cable and plug. I would say you should consider wearing gloves for protection whenever you're working, and also you can use gloves with protection against sharp edges. We've got an electrical extension lead, a standard extension, and we're going to check it for safe working and its suitability for safety. This particular extension lead is fully sealed. All I'm going to do is check the cable for quality and no cuts. So what I'm doing here is checking the cable and inspecting it to make sure there are no cuts on the cable which would contravene its safety and make it unusable. And then we have the plug, which we're going to make a quick inspection of and see if it's safe. So I'm going to take one of my screwdrivers, take this apart. So from the inside of the plug we can see we've got 3 wires, live coloured brown, earth coloured green and yellow, and neutral coloured blue, which is the standard European colours at the moment in the year 2025. And these look perfectly safe, and a fuse there as well. You will note there is a cable safety cord grip which prevents the cable being tugged out of the plug. You can see here the brown fuse is a 13 amp, and what we could do is safely check this to see if it's blown or failed. You could test it in the plug by simply measuring your resistance straight across the fuse, but maybe it's safer to simply very carefully prise it out and pull it out. So there. And then using a DVM meter, I'm now going to test this fuse for resistance. And this simply shows you the beep. I've got a continuous circuit, and that means the fuse is good. So the next stage, what I'm going to show you is I've got a plug that I've taken apart. I've removed the cable, and we've got 3 wires, earth, green and yellow stripe, live, brown, and blue neutral. Now, you should be careful how you connect it in your plug, and on the inside of this plug, as in majority of British standard plugs, there's a tiny letter engraved. So where I want my neutral to be connected, it has a letter N for neutral. And on the other side, where my live wants to be connected, it has a letter L to be connected, so it's definitely distinguished between the two. Likewise, my earth wire has got the letter E engraved in the plug. So in theory, if you check and double check, you can't go wrong and can't have an accident, because it's very vitally important to get it exactly right. And there's no rush to do it quickly. You can take as much time as you need to, as long as you do it safe. And I'm going to take the blue wire, which is neutral, place it in place. These particular wires on a new cable have been terminated with a brass crimp, which simply means it's a better contact, it's less likelihood for the wires to come loose, and it's satisfying the latest standards. So I'll use my slot screwdriver to carefully do the screw up, and I'll push down with the screwdriver without getting my hand in the way, and thereby eliminating the risk of stabbing my hand with a screwdriver. So I'll do that tight. And if need be, you can pull the cable wire just to make sure it's tight. It's fine. My next one is a removable detachable brass conductor for the live, and I'm just going to slip that over the live wire, brass connection, and likewise I'm going to screw down away from my hand. So I'm currently screwing in the live wire, make sure it's tight without slipping, that's fine. And finally, I've got my earth wire which goes to the center pin, and I'm going to push and place that in exactly where it's needed. And again, I'm going to screw down onto the table. And if need be, I would go around and check each screw to make sure it's tight, but not over tightening it with an extreme torque, because you may damage the threads and then you're in a bad place. And then just to be certain, we would check. If you view the plug from the back, so that's my front, that's my back. This time if you view it, my blue neutral wire goes to the brass connector on this side, and my brown live wire goes to that one, and my yellow and green striped earth goes to the center. So they're all connected correctly. I could then place my fuse, which is in working condition, clicked it in place, and then I need to put my cable grip, because at the moment there's nothing stopping this cable from being pulled out. So I've got a cable grip which I've placed over the cable to keep it in place safe. And I'm now using a slot screwdriver to do the screw up to hold the cable grip tight. So I've now got a cable grip which is securely holding my cable in the plug, and if I give it a tight pull it won't come out. That's good, that's perfectly safe. And now when I put my plug top cover on, I'm just making sure that the inside of this does not trap against the cable wire and cut it. So I can see that it's perfectly safe to put it together. That's reassembled. Now it's most important to get the screw tightly into the plug top, because if it was loose, when you pull it out of the socket on the wall, it is possible that you could pull the top off, and thereby, when this is still plugged in, for example, when you pull the top off, you could still be connected to the live voltage because it's plugged into the wall socket, and when you just grip the top, unfortunately your fingertips may just curl around the edge and touch the live voltage and give you a dangerous shock. So it's important to have the plug top securely and safely connected, and to grip the plug carefully and remove it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that was useful to you and offered you an insight of knowledge. If there's any doubt of yourselves about electrical safety, please consult a qualified trained electrician who will also understand the high voltage involved and using a test meter safely. Thank you.